The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And some space here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll go option to the short side. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And able to find Allen Lazard. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Mike Singletary, the one to bring him down. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Paris Campbell, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is taken way up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Okay, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down. It's done. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone? And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line,
down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Allen Lazard, 98 yards. And the Buccaneers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
and doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Done. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Fournette. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to...
Yeah.
Welcome to the camp.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking